Chang'e are 6 lunar probe samples from the unexplored far side of the Moon. The Moon has always been a symbol of wonder, mystery, and human curiosity. For millennia, humans have gazed at it from Earth, seeing only one side. But what about the hidden far side, the so-called dark side that no one had ever explored up close? Chinese scientists make a new discovery about the dark side of the Moon that changes everything we know. China's daring lunar missions have shattered the silence, bringing back samples and data that hold secrets older than Earth itself. These revelations are rewriting lunar history, the eternal mystery of the dark side. For millennia, the Moon has captured the imagination of humanity. Poets, dreamers, scientists, all drawn to the silent glow that hangs above Earth each night. Yet half of this celestial companion has remained hidden from human eyes, the so-called dark side of the Moon. Not because it never sees sunlight, but because it always faces away from Earth. It is a world shrouded in secrecy, shielded from direct view, untouched and unexplored by Apollo astronauts. A realm of speculation more than knowledge. For decades, scientists wondered what lies on the far side. Is it barren, lifeless, identical to the near side we know so well? Or does it hold mysteries powerful enough to shake our understanding of planetary science, geology, and perhaps even the future of humanity itself? No one could have predicted that one day, China would be the nation to answer this question. And in doing so, they would uncover a discovery so profound that this changes everything. On December 1, 2020, history was set in motion. From the Wang Space Launch Center in Hainan Province, China launched its most ambitious lunar mission yet, Chang'e 5. The spacecraft was massive, nearly 8 tons. A robotic marvel designed for a mission unseen since the 1970s, land on the Moon, drill deep beneath its surface, retrieve ancient samples, and return them safely to Earth. The world watched as the rocket soared skyward, carrying with it not only advanced technology, but also China's aspirations to stand among the greatest spacefaring nations in history. While the United States had planted its flag on the lunar surface decades earlier, China was not aiming for symbolism. It was aiming for discovery. And soon it would deliver something far more valuable than a flag. Proof that the Moon is not what we thought it was. Touchdown in uncharted territory. The decision to land at Uanas Proalarum was not one made lightly. It was a bold deviation from previous missions, a venture into a terrain far more ancient and enigmatic than the familiar lunar plains explored during the Apollo era. Oceanus Proalarum, the ocean of storms, stretched vast and ominous, its volcanic plains marked by a geological complexity that hinted at stories buried deep within the Moon's crust. Rising prominently near the site was Mons Rimke, an isolated volcanic dome that stood as a silent sentinel over an area untouched by human or robotic hands. Unlike the smooth Maria chosen by NASA decades earlier, the Chinese National Space Administration selected a region that defied expectations. This was not a site chosen for its ease or safety, but for its potential to unravel the mysteries of the Moon's past. Scientists noted that unlike Apollo's sites, which were geologically younger and more accessible, this region promised something different, older, stranger, and potentially far more revealing. But the ambition of Chang'e 5 didn't stop with geology. The mission's location posed an additional challenge. The Moon's far side is beyond the reach of direct communication with Earth, and no signal could travel uninterrupted from that remote region. To solve this, China placed the relay satellite Quayo in a halo orbit around the Earth-Moon L2 range point, creating a vital bridge that allowed signals to flow between the spacecraft and mission control. This solution was an engineering marvel, demonstrating China's growing sophistication in deep space communication. When Chang'e 5 descended and touched down softly, it was more than a landing. It was a statement. The spacecraft's gentle descent marked a turning point not just for China, but for the world's perception of space exploration. The touchdown was executed with precise autonomy, guided not only by pre-programmed algorithms, but by a dynamic navigation system capable of avoiding last-minute hazards. The lander's legs extended, absorbing the shock as it settled into the dust of another world. At that moment, a new era quietly began for lunar exploration. What went unnoticed in the immediate coverage was the magnitude of what lay beneath. In the silence that followed the descent, there was no fanfare, no ticker-tape parades. But buried under that ancient regolith, undisturbed for billions of years, was a scientific time capsule waiting to be opened. One that would reshape humanity's understanding of the Moon's volcanic history and the solar system's early days. Few realized at the time that these hidden treasures had the potential to rewrite textbooks, digging deeper than ever before. The surface of the Moon is deceptive. To the untrained eye, it is static. Gray dust and silent shadows. But just beneath that fragile skin lies an archive of cosmic memory. Chang'e 5's mission objective was to go deeper than any modern lander had dared. Unlike previous missions which had scraped only shallow layers of lunar dust, Chang'e 5 drilled beneath the surface into ancient undisturbed strata. The lander, equipped with a robotic arm and a sophisticated drill, began its operation immediately after touchdown, working against the clock, constrained by the harsh reality of a single lunar daylight cycle equivalent to just 14 Earth days. The mission team orchestrated a precisely timed extraction of regolith and rock. Within that short window, the instruments dug deep into the Moon's history, retrieving samples that had remained untouched for billions of years. These samples were unlike any others returned to Earth. The surface material, while informative, could only offer recent history. But the deeper cores Chang'e 5 retrieved held secrets from a primordial era. These were not ordinary rocks. They were capsules of time, witnesses to the Moon's volcanic activity, meteorite bombardments, and geological shifts stretching back further than any Apollo sample.